This week on the Cruising Kiwis.
So that audio is going to be with this visual. Because this visual is way more interesting.
So we're on our own. Oh, we're taking up. Okay. I was vlogging there. Oh, as I come up to you, I'm still, and I never
stop filming.
Never stop filming. This is
it's all
the pleasure dome. This is Rob, and I'm Rachel, and these are our boys, Finn, Declan, and Ivan. We have sailed our catamaran Javelot across the Pacific Ocean. We would love it if you join us for the adventure.
Good morning, puppies.
Puppies, you're so cute. You're so cute. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So how did we end up here with this little bit of cuteness and this little bit of cuteness? Two little bits of cuteness. Two little sisters. And that is quite an interesting story in itself.
With that background noise.
There's cows here, there's no boats.
No boats.
And it all started back in 2015. This story begins with our 2015 debut ocean sailing voyage from Auckland, New Zealand to the Kingdom of Tonga in the South Pacific. Oh, Nanette, you just put something about us leaving on Facebook.
Do you want to read it? Quickly read it.
Oh, it says, with the permission from Rachel Hamilton, and due to the fact that internet coverage is minimal, I would like to announce that at approximately 4:50 p.m. this evening, the Hamill family headed out from Auckland Harbour to begin the first leg of their Pacific travels. Tonga, here they come. Woohoo! High five. And happy sailing to Rachel, Rob, Finn, Declan, and Ivan. Can't wait to get updates of your adventures.
Right. Sails are set. Nice little following breeze. We've just started sailing our first sailing onto Tonga, and it's well, obviously the wind is quite well behind us. We've got sails out. It's just setting. Completion of day one. 24 hours completed. 24 hours of that motoring.
The following 124 hours were hideous. We got stuck in a squash zone that caused gale force winds for 5 days straight. Here, Declan sums up perfectly how I felt about that ocean crossing. Once safely in Tonga, we loved the place. The boys hung out with other boat kids. We tried in vain to capture the much talked of sunset green flash.
Any minute now with a green flash. It's going to happen. It'll be...
No, I'm seeing you. I'm seeing
Hang on. No, didn't see it, did we?
And we met a lovely retired couple, David and Dimity, who had bought their yacht, Fanny Fisher, in France, and had been sailing her home to Australia over a period of years. We floated around Tonga for a month or so with David and Dimity, seeing the sights, having an encounter with the newly crowned king, that's the Queen's hand waving at Declan's head from their car, and meeting 3 of David and Dimity's 4 granddaughters, Millie, Zara and Chloe. There are only 3 girls in this photo. Can you spot the imposter? Together we visited a local Tongan village school to drop off some supplies and to exchange gifts of song. They taught us Read your Bible and pray every day, and you grow, grow, grow.
Read the Bible, pray every day, and you grow, grow, grow.
And we gave them head, shoulders, knees and toes.
Shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Then it was time to bid Tonga goodbye. We sailed side by side with Fanny Fisher to Fiji, where we split ways until we met up once again in New Zealand in 2016. And then we lost contact. And that would be the end of this story. But fast forward to September 2020 last year, when we were anchored off Airlie Beach in the Whitsundays. Declan and Ivan enjoyed hanging out in Airlie Town Centre, where they met and made friends with some local teenagers. Life was good and all was well with the world for a while.
Ivan goes into the shop with his followers. See you later, Ivan. See you, mate. Bye.
But then we had to leave Airlie. So we sailed away, and that would have been the end of this story too, had Ivan not received a text from one of his new friends, Jess, asking him if he knew her grandparents, David and Dimity. What are the chances? Ivan had been hanging out with the fourth and only grandchild that we hadn't met back in Tonga in 2015. Serendipity was afoot. Phone calls ensued and invitations were made, so a few days before Christmas 2020 we hired a car and drove south across the state border to David and Dimity's home on their family farm Yarrandaby in the Backer Beyond, New South Wales.
Tell me again how you discovered that we were
in Australia.
Yeah.
Well, my granddaughter Jess lives at Airlie Beach, and on her Instagram thing was this flash of a little boy, and he was doing a bit of a dance, and across it went Ivan Hamill, and I didn't read the rest. So I said to Jess, "Do you know Ivan?" And she said, "Yes." And I said, "How'd you meet him?" "Down at the lagoon." And yeah, so I said, well, his parents and him were at Tonga with us, and I'd like to get in touch with them.
Yeah, you know, it's just a random. Of course, you know my grandparents.
She was a bit sus about where the husband.
Did you ask her? Did he live on a boat, or did you say, is he a Kiwi, or? Anything
No,
like that?
I sort of said, "How do you know him?" And she said, "Oh." But no, he said, she said she had met you, and you were really nice, and that you lived on a boat. Yeah, she did tell me that.
And that was like, yes, that's the one.
Yeah. Or otherwise, I might have said to her, "You were on a boat," and she said, "Yes." So, yeah.
That's amazing, isn't it?
So I'd like to know the chances. Yeah. Quite incredible. Quite incredible, wasn't it, Pup?
So that audio is going to be with this visual, because this visual is way more interesting.
Oh, sisters, come on now. Unfortunately, Jess wasn't able to join us for Christmas. However, Millie, Zara and Chloe were home, which allowed the boys to rekindle their friendship, and being as they live on a working cattle farm, David and Dimity's son Hugh allowed us to help out, though some may say hinder, the day's proceedings. In this case, a muster.
I've got a special hat on today,
Don't do a
so
special.
I'm about to go for a ride on one of these things. What is this? Horse.
This is a horse.
It's a horse. And that's my one over there. Rachel's just beside my one. Amber, that's Amber. Oh, no, that's not my one. And that's not Amber. The other one besides Amber. So we're about to have a big adventure. And the old line, what could possibly go wrong, kind of rings in my ears. Oh, that is my one. Okay. There's flies in my face. Oh, flies everywhere. It's
Someone
okay.
dropped a helmet.
Declan's going for a ride, Rachel's going for a ride. We're going mustering, we're going for a muster. We must go for a muster because we're mustering.
It'd be more of a hindrance than a help, I think.
We'll see how we go.
Hugh is a very tolerant farmer. You have to be in the harsh Australian conditions. But our obvious lack of horsemanship and the fact that we allowed our mounts to refuel every 5 paces or so meant the muster was going to take all day. So Hugh decided to go on ahead, round up the cattle, and we would arrive in our own time to help complete the mission. Nice. We've been left by Hugh. He's gone off. We may have been too slow, I feel, and the day was getting away. He's got other things to do, but keep us, so he doesn't have to keep babysitting us on our horses. So he's gone off to start it all up, do the roundup, and then we'll just come in and finish it off for him. Close that gate. Get those animals in. So we're on our own. Oh, we're taking up. Okay. I was vlogging there. Oh, as I come up to you, I'm still, and I never
stop filming.
Never stop filming. May have been a bit bumpy there for a while, and you may have been looking at my knee, but look at that, one-handed. I think I'm ready for the rodeo.
I'm going to come up alongside you. Hello there.
Yep, it's all good. It's all good. Just one hand. Yep, manoeuvring.
Toss it down a little bit.
Oh, don't go. Okay, right this time.
Roll off.
Look at that. Rising trot with one hand on. Yeah. Am I enough for you? Am I close enough for you? Anyway, there we go. We're all off. Hugh's left us and it's all gone crazy. And then if you can see on the top of that hillside over there, the cows are appearing.
We've done it. We've gone and
Those
done
are the cows we're rounding up.
Yes.
You can hear them baying.
They're saying, oh.
We're not doing any of the rounding up at the moment, by golly, we'll be doing some in a minute.
Mum, you can hear them saying, wow, they really got here before I thought they would. They made good time.
Right, come on, let's show those cows how we round up the cows.
Stay there, Ive, stay there. Stay there. Stand your ground, man. Stand your ground. Stop. Look at Declan. Stop. Look at that. And off they go. Oh.
It was but the work of a moment. Soon we were moving them on, heading them up, riding them in and cutting them out and riding them in.
Rachel's sweeping out the back there for any stragglers. That's what she's doing. Oh, here she comes. Here she comes, sweeping up. Rachel, sweep up. So I've just gone out on the port side flank, trying to keep them from heading out into this big field out to the left here. We've got to keep them close to the fence on that side. That's what you do with mustering. This is how it works. You've got to keep them close to the fence line. Don't let them go out into the main field. You pick it up over. It takes a few years to pick up on it, but you know, just a little tutorial. The guys are at the back, sweeping out the back. Hang on. Oh, up this way, horse. Okay. It's all good. So we've completed the muster. This is the field they've been transferred to, and we're going to carry on back up the track, I think. Up this track that we're on now. That was fun. It was really good fun. And these are called Wagu cows. Wagu. It's a very prized breed of beef. There goes Rachel, slightly out of control. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, there goes Declan. Oh God, they're all getting flight. I'm trying to rein them in here. Just yeah.
St. Hugh had the afternoon off to recover. He and his wife Anna took their girls and our boys on a trip to the impressive Horton Falls. Rob and I stayed back and continued our fascination with the animals on the farm. This one much smaller, a bowerbird, or rather his bower, which he has been rebuilding annually in David and Dimity's garden.
Have you ever heard of the bowerbird? B-O-W-E-R, bowerbird. Well, up until today I hadn't, and it's very interesting. The male in particular, very, very interesting way of creating a point of interest for the female to come on in and say, hey, check out this place. You see down here there's some little white thingies. They're actually bones. Actually the bones from old carcasses that he's picked up from random spots around the property, and he's used them like a little attraction beacon. It makes a female bowerbird go, what's going on here? This is very interesting. And he's also put a couple of traces a bit further out, like this little bit of red thing here. Apparently that's no accident. It's been put in there as little attraction devices. That little bit of red there, and you're looking here, a bit of cellophane picked up. All sorts of little trinkets and interesting things. The bird will go in and go, whoa, wow, that's really interesting. Oh yes. Oh, a hose clamp. I know the female bowerbird will go nuts going, oh, it's been years since I've seen a hose clamp. But now look at this, and there, it gets more interesting the closer, and there's lots of very interesting trinkets now. The closer in there, and a little bit of colour there. But look to the piece de resistance, and then the nest itself. I'm not even sure there's a nest, I guess it is. But look at that. How could you say no to that? Just outside the bow there, a bit more colour. Very flamboyant, creative process going on here.
This is just to attract his females. They don't nest in there.
Oh, don't they?
No. This is
it's all a decoy.
the pleasure dome.
Okay, I thought there was a nest.
No, it's just a pleasure dome.
I was going to say it's not a very secure nest. If there's anything else could come and grab the eggs.
And he builds a new one every year.
Oh.
But he takes the bones and the bottles and stuff. Those go to the new one.
Oh, really?
But he builds a new bow.
Okay.
That is incredible.
It is.
And it's all to attract his mate.
So that's not the nest.
Come and look at what I've got.
Look what I can do. It's absolutely useless. It's absolutely useless, but boy, it's still impressive nonetheless. It's very typical male behaviour, isn't it? Thank you, Rachel. That was good commentary. Anything like to add?
So funny. It's very grounding to be surrounded by nature and its extraordinary and impressive quirks. While much of the world struggles with lockdowns and restrictions, we know we are lucky to be where we are with our freedom of movement and our health. Serendipity, the happy accident of finding something good without looking, brought us here. Thank you to Jess, David and Dimity and all their family for making us feel at home. You knocked the ball out of the park.
So if you've made it this far, congratulations, well done, you deserve a medal. Just like to finish off saying we'd like to acknowledge our firstborn Finn, who we haven't seen since February 2020. He just broke a world record for a New Zealand record for 17, 18-year-old lightweights in New Zealand on the rowing machine. Broke it by 6 seconds. A long-standing record since 2004 by a guy called John Story, who's a current Olympic rower with the New Zealand rowing team. So we're pretty chuffed, he's pretty chuffed, and we miss him heaps. Wish he was here in this paradise that is the east coast of Australia. So thanks for watching. Over and out. Any questions? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Oh, jeez. I didn't even have the reins. He took off. Right. Now they've got control again. Just like have a chat. We'll have a chat, Rachel. Far out.
This has been a lot of fun. They're going to close the gate and we're not out.
Oh, okay.
I've been very helpful on this horse.
That's all right.
Especially when it wouldn't actually do anything I wanted it to, like now.
Okay, here we go. Hugh's waiting for us. We'll be able to get through. Thank you, Hugh. We appreciate your work.
Thank you for all your expert mastering.
Thank you. Expert muster is now official. It's official.
If you enjoyed this episode, please comment, give us a thumbs up, and best of all, share it. It helps us heaps.
Come on, you need it so bad.